Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Ian,
So it's a
listen,
day of learning, it seems.
I trust and believe you are going to improve.
It's a rocky road sometimes, you know, to improving, but you know,
As long as you're trying and putting in your best effort, that's all we can really ask for. You know.
Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's one of those, really, isn't it?
I mean, that's like a different magnitude of like
It's the same principles, though.
change.
Change takes time. Change can't be instant.
Uh, Stopping at a red light. I don't think that. You know what, Ian? I I gotta get going, okay? But I trust and believe you're gonna do the right thing, bud. I
Yep, I
do.
will.
You stay safe. Change can't be instant. Please tell that to my boss. Okay, these were all cleared out earlier. Let's see if they've gotten any use. So that we prevented stuff from being put on the floor. Working. It's working. Make a pack of male hair so PD have options, like a short, messy look for when you want to roleplay being tired and can't. That would be so good. Holy fuck. Also, the Scout has been driving well today. Now, is that because it's like worn and it's like high end of 70s for the best quality can be repaired? Who knows? I'm going to request that Ventura does not replace the engine. There's a whole mess of stuff on the ground here the other day. Does not seem to be the case now. Oh. Hello.
Oh, and this is not Rupert? All right.
Nope, this is Rhodes. You're good. Just heard a car take off from here. Do we do this just to have a conversation with Jenny? Is this who I think it is?
Yeah.
How are
I'm
you
really
doing? How are you
thirsty. I'm
doing?
okay. I might pass out from thirst though.
Oh. Oh, I don't have any drinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Go.
How are you?
No, go. I don't want you to pass out. Go.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think Rhodes would ever be able to sight haul. Go, go, go! This is an emergency! Dispatch 390. I'm providing Jenny Hall an escort to Senior Buns. She is very parched, and about to pass out. Okay, I saw her put something away. I don't know what it was. I was literally looking. Hello.
Hey, oh, were you not pulling someone over? Am I stupid?
No, no, no. Wait, are you monitoring one of the other channels?
I was on channel 2. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I did that.
No, you're good. You're good.
That.
No, I was originally pulling her over, and she said that she was very thirsty and about to pass out, so I wanted to make sure we got here first. It's Jenny though. She ain't gonna run. Don't worry.
Question.
Answer.
You're a sergeant.
No, senior deputy.
Oh, you can't approve warrants then, can you?
No. Thank the fucking Lord. That's
Wait,
why I
why?
don't. No. You know that my punishment is fucking command and high command threatening me with the fucking promotion? No, thank you. No, thank you. No. I like where I'm at. I didn't even want to be a senior.
You didn't.
No.
What did you have to do as a senior?
But I mean, there's
Nothing.
additional responsibilities, you know, regarding like FTO stuff and training but like, no, senior was forced upon me on 2 occasions. When Barrick was the chief of police and he said, I don't care, you're a senior. And then when I transferred departments as a normal officer, I was like, yes, I'm back to being just a deputy. And then Lucas said, no, the fuck you're not. You're a senior. And it was like, okay, all right. Well, you know, it's better than
okay.
command.
Yeah, true. That seems like a lot of paperwork and a lot of standing around of not.
Yeah. Listen, I have pushed. Okay, when you say warrant, like search or arrest?
Arrest.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset that any full officer should be able to sign off on another officer's arrest warrant. But it's pointless to shove that all onto command.
Yeah.
Because if 2 officers fuck up at that, we have bigger issues.
True. Actually true. That's a good point.
If I trust you right now to go and arrest someone and articulate PC, why can't you write your warrant and have another officer instead of just command look at it?
That's actually a really valid point.
Yeah. Do you know how many warrants I've written in the past 14 months?
Not many.
1.
A lot. Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
You know why?
How come? Because it takes longer to ride them than they actually.
Before
spend
the
in
next
jail.
call comes in. Yeah, precisely. Hi, Jenny. Oh, give me.
Oh.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh, thank you. This is not a bribe. This is not a bribe.
It's not a bribe.
One moment, I gotta pick up this phone call.
He said he was hungry and thirsty, so I got him food and drink.
Hey, Opal, what's up?
Hey, I have Jasper Johns in custody, and he has a deagle that comes back to your tequila last shots fired report from 3 hours ago.
Oh, we don't. Okay, so here's the thing. There was a 37 Charlie in that area. We got there. I think I wrote this in my report. It was very basic. We got there. I'm assuming because the locals are very aggressive in tequila law. It may have been self-defense, but nothing was reported. So, I mean, there's likely an angle for criminal use on that basis, but I mean, I'm gonna be real. Bitches get shot, stabbed, and all that shit. Tequila law all the time.
Okay, so no charges?
I mean, inquire about it. Ask him because his DNA was there. The med kits and the bandages also had his DNA on it. But like, again, it's not like a boost, you know, where they're going to these places and stealing something. They were somewhere Their DNA was there, casings and projectiles found, but they didn't contact us. Does that qualify criminal use? I don't know. If I can, personally, I wouldn't push anything. Though I don't think I should be the one to make that decision, and I say that because he is my boss at Abracadabra. And I don't want, I ain't trying to make this an issue of like I'm conflicted or anyone try to call me out on shit. If you feel that based upon what's written in that report, criminal use applies, charge it. If not, don't charge it. I'm not pressed either way.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Have a good one. Bye.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Life's okay.
An
An asterisk.
Well?
The asterisk, you know?
Oh.
It's like in some aspects things are good, other aspects things are looking better, and then other aspects it's like
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
You know, like oh my god. I got a call. Not a call,
Right?
a text. I got a text from, you remember Trey?
I remember Trey.
Yeah. I got a text from him. Now for context, a year ago, he texted me and said, words hurt, Dad, and you hurt me bad. 10 months ago, love you, Dad, miss you. 2 days ago, love you, Dad, just like old times, wish you were here, XOXO, followed by a photo of him with a bomb. Then he said, don't worry, I won't kill anyone. I trust he won't. But I was in the middle of interviews at the time, so I said, you knew that'd provoke a response, you know? And then he said, last time I had to start an entire war to get it, so...
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully nothing
Like the
serious
spawn
happened.
child.
Yeah, I mean, he's not adopted, but he wanted to be adopted. But, you know, I mean, considering flop and everything...
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
you know...
is everything going with that? Have you spoken again?
No. I haven't spoken to him in 6-7 months.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. It's ooh. Oh, hello.
All right,
You all right?
doing good, fella.
All right. Sorry, kind of looked like someone I pulled over multiple times today, who can't do anything right regarding
Fair
driving.
enough.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't them. Anyway, how are you?
I'm okay. Last I heard that you and Richard were sick.
Richard is still sick. I'm no longer sick. Oh my gosh. People are driving all sorts of crazy. Can I explain it? No. I can explain how I got sick, but it's neither here nor there. I was working at the kebab shop, and someone rolled up and handed me money, and then I got sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, crazy enough, I was spending time with some people. Apparently, it was enough to make well, I spent some time with Snow. I don't know if Dark told you that he'd seen Snow and I.
No, not unless this was like a recent thing and I just haven't caught up.
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
We met up. Snow and I did some things. Got some attention back on me that I probably shouldn't have. Was at my house minding my own business, and a man in a chicken mask was staring at me from across the road.
Wait, and that's how you got sick?
No, he
Oh.
got close to me and told me he was sick, and I told him that we had to enforce boundaries if he wanted to be my friend and not to come near me. But he was sick.
How do you entertain conversations with that man?
So I'm like, he stands here, and I stand here, and I say, this is a nice boundary. What do you want? And he goes, I'm sick. I'm ill. And I'm
Oh.
like, that's great. Go see a doctor then. Oh, and then he killed my dog.
Huh?
Yeah, I had to call your husband. He killed my dog. But he didn't kill him like in like a way of like everyone else tries to kill the dog, as in like coming up to it, running over a car, stabbing it. No, he walked up to it, looked at it, and the dog flopped over dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I've been trying to stay away from most things.
Don't blame you. So have I.
And the unfortunate thing is, I don't blame Richard, but you know Richard. He is someone who has a very strong moral compass, you know, like,
Yes.
and if he feels he can help, he will try his best, even if that puts him at a disadvantage. And it's made me realize something. I trust Richard so much so that if anything were to happen to him, because he put himself in a vulnerable position, like, I couldn't argue against that. I wouldn't be opposed to it because I know that's what Richard wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, if something happened to him in the pursuit of doing whatever it is he's doing, like, I don't. Maybe it's easy
He's a
to.
good person, and it's hard, and he wants to be. He doesn't want to let anyone down, which means that he is reckless and he puts himself in danger. But you can't blame him for wanting to be a good person and see it bad.
Yeah, no. The thing is, he went missing for a period of time.
I heard.
And you know me. When shit hits the fan, my blinders go on, and I just deal with what's in front of me, because otherwise, I'm gonna exceed that mental threshold I have that I know very well and snap. And I very rarely have I ever let that happen. And it wasn't even just that I did. I sort of acknowledged that whatever he had done was obviously something he wanted to do. And I was kind of just content. Like, I wasn't happy. I wasn't mad. Obviously, I didn't like that he was gone. But I was still content. Because knowing Richard... That... Oh my God, people. I don't know. Just...
It was an acceptance that you knew that to some extent this may happen. You gotta know that it's for the right reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's literally the guy I told you couldn't drive. I swear to fucking God. Holy fuck. Oh my God.
Well, I'm glad he came back and he's not super hurt. I'm sorry that he's still sick though.
I'm hoping something happens. Because from my understanding, this all stemmed from him getting sick and being provided a cure, and instead of taking it, decided to give it to doctors to see if they'd be able to recreate.
Yep.
And that's why I know if he had taken it and the opportunity existed that it was able to be recreated, like, he wouldn't have forgiven himself. And I don't know. It's just this. Maybe it's just come to the point where you're right. Like, maybe I just acknowledge he puts himself in these positions, and I've kind of just, my coping mechanism is like hoping for the best, expecting the worst, and because the worst has yet to happen, I'm just like, you know, it sort of goes hand in hand with the blinders being put up. And
Well, when you love someone and you care about them, even the flaws that you know are with the best of intentions, you know you still have to deal with them. So you start to just find out ways in which you can cope with them in a way that you get to keep them. but also knowing that at any point these flaws could come and bite you in the ass, and you just
Yeah.
have to kind of figure out how you're dealing with them. And you hope each time that when they do these things and they make these choices, that they at least have a little bit of thought for you in their head. And they do hesitate for a moment before they go up balls to the wall, knowing that you respect them and you love them, but you hope that in the same way they know that you only want what's best for them. So maybe don't put your hand in the fire every time.
Yeah. It's strange when you trust someone's decision making so much that I don't know. This conversation has made me realize that though I trust Richard, like with anything, it doesn't change the fact that we're human and we make judgment calls and we make mistakes. And
Yeah.
he is very much so still, subjected to making those human errors,
100%.
That's something I didn't even consider prior to this conversation, truthfully.
He's gonna the world that he is currently wrapped up in is it's almost like he's playing a game consistently with it, and like any game there is a point in which you have to fall to build back up.
Yeah.
It's got to get hard, you got to do the grind, and he's just stuck in the middle of it.
Yeah. And now the person you were talking about, the one that got you sick or whatever.
Me too.
Yeah, tried to
Me
get you
too.
sick. I mean, he's been at his house. I don't even know what for. Like
What?
I don't mean like staying there, to be clear. Like
Oh, as in like just being there watching?
knocking on doors, being in the house, like knocking on doors within the house, like freaking her out. That kind of stuff.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And it makes me think back to when it was Andy, right? Who was constantly pursued by the chicken man. Yep. I don't know.
This, there were, God, there's people on Twitter who are thirst trapping him and are trying to flirt with him, and then are wondering why they're sick.
Girl, I hope they all drop dead.
Like
Y'all
I
need
was like,
y'all need an all expenses paid trip to the fucking lighthouse. I am sick of these
Yeah.
bitches, Jenny. I am sick.
Yeah, I was like, I'm big on TikTok and I'm big on the book talk and I'm big on the I can fix him arc. But holy shit, there is a point where you just got to kind of draw the line and say that's even too far from me. The chicken man is definitely on the past that line.
Jenny, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Can you name more than a handful of people who know wherever to draw a line? Because I don't think there's a handful of, maybe a small handful of people.
You,
Small
me,
handful.
Anita, Espinosa, basically anyone in command of CPD that wasn't Fred or Angel or Wrangler. Too much.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Yeah. Other than that, I just decorate now. I'm the CEO of Royal. That means nothing, by the way. It's a job that has no job.
Nope.
Just a title.
Little
So,
thank you for the raid. I
that-
hope you had a
that's
good
fun.
stream.
He keeps saying soon TM to me. Soon PM. He hired me in January.
If you know of anyone selling a decent house, listen, I ain't trying to live on Roylo or Grove Street, Jamestown Street. Something decent. If you hear of anything coming up on the market, please let me know. Richard and I have been looking for a property for quite some time. Unfortunately, Richard had all of the money for the house, and properties went up when he was missing. Yeah, it is what it is. But like finding a
with your
property
Toledo
has
house?
been, well, it's a shared house. That was, when everyone was pulling money together just to own one property. That was between me, Richard, Lucas, Pinzone, Sky, Alice, Barrick, like that. Those are the
That's
people
a
that
lot
live
of
there.
people, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, I actually brought this up the other day with Barrick, and he, I mentioned you wanting to look for a house, and he sort of made he made a comment referencing, well, he's going to be alone or something. Which, given everything he's dealt with, I don't want. But at the same time, while I do love Polito, it's like it's simultaneously
Yeah.
both really nice and peaceful. Big asterisk on the peaceful, by the way, because our house was blown up. But it's also it's the same vibe as living out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's
there's nothing
nice
there, there's no one
knowing.
there. Yeah.
Yep. But when you have to start fearing and looking over your shoulder at all times, being far away from people is one of the scariest things, knowing that if anything goes wrong, the likelihood that someone's going to be there to see it, the likelihood that someone's going to be there to help is just, it's scary.
Yeah. So I'm in a similar situation. Obviously, we board it between 10 of us. There's now just me remaining. Technically, he wakes up constantly, and Veronica, but Veronica doesn't like the house. So her and Nick are trying to move out, and they're in the same situation to you. They're trying to find another place. And then after that, it'll be just me in the house in Plato.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the housing market so fucking much.
I fucking hate it, dude.
I don't know. Have you been on Twitter today?
Oh, wow, what's going on?
Well, I'm a say a name. I ain't even gonna say the whole name. OTT.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that made me smile. Okay, but you know what he said?
Yeah. What?
He said something like, "I'm homeless. Does anyone have a house for sale?" And I thought to myself, girl, unless you're willing to pay like $2 million minimum to live on Roy Low, I'm sorry, but you ain't finding a house.
Yeah, you ain't getting anything.
And that's like bottom of the barrel in terms of properties, I'm hoping something comes up soon with properties, because I just want
I'm hoping.
I
Taylor, you
want
little fucker,
something
you wait for me
that
to get here first so I can
that
report?
we can just call
way too
home and
hungry
have
for this team right now.
I don't know.
That's pretty much with the Play-Doh
I'll
house that we
take it.
currently have, because
Is
I'm
it
the only
doing
one
you
waking up
bad?
or uses it. I've ripped it all out,
Alright,
and I'm like,
good
I am
start.
making it into a home
Good
instead of it
copy.
being like a fucking frat boy's house, a
I don't
community
know.
college
That
house.
sends me into
I'm like,
panic
I've ripped it all out. It's like I'm making
We got
my
class
own
two,
bedroom.
class two.
It's like, and everyone else who hasn't woken up in 6 months, you aren't getting a room.
Yeah.
Mask ID.
And I've just ripped it all out, and I'm just starting again. I'm making it the way I want, because I want a house.
As you should. If you're the only one enjoying it, you make it how you want it.
Exactly how I want it. So instead, it's like emo cottage car right now. It's like gothic cottage car. It's going really well.
Jenny, unfortunately, I do have to get going.
Oh,
But
dude,
it
your
was
job, I
it
gotta
was
get
an
to do-
absolute pleasure catching up with you. We need to
Good
do
to see
this.
you.
We need to do
We
this again.
We do. And give Richard my best.
I will. You know what I want to do?
What?
You remember what I did like well over a year ago? Just catch
Oh,
up
yeah, the
with.
meetup. Yes.
I'd be curious to see if anybody would be interested in participating in
down.
that.
I'd be down. I'm sure Snow would be. I'm sure Snow would have nothing positive to say, but I'm sure he'd turn up.
Well, I haven't spoken to Snow since he got arrested that day, because he called me to tell me I should back off a pursuit for my own safety, not in a threatening way, but in a, I don't want you to get hurt way, which I understood, not realizing we already lost visual of the car we were pursuing.
Yeah.
And then when he was in a vehicle, they opened fire on a cop. We pursued, and I'm not kidding, Jenny. The vehicle went out in front of the casino on Ellis Freeway, and he got out and shot at me.
Yeah.
Likely not realizing it was me. I don't think it was by choice. I think I was just the first person in his field of view, if you will.
Realized after
but-
the fact, and he felt shit about it.
I haven't been able to have a conversation with him. I want to. It's just it hasn't really happened. I haven't seen him around much, and I feel like in the very limited situations in which he is, you know, I'm always tied up or busy, you know. But I do want to have that conversation with him.
I think you would appreciate it.
Yeah, not wrong. Next time I see him, I'll make sure
Let him
to.
know. Yeah, I'll wake him up for you.
I appreciate you, Jenny.
I appreciate you too. I love you, Ro.
Love you.
Alright, they're going to be ready to go here to restore. We have to get to 77, but
All right.
76 to restore.
We need to refuel this. Let's do this at Mirror Park. All right. Y'all are prepped with the fucking quickness. But chat, I do have to dip. I'm thinking we start early tomorrow.
Running free to restore. I can take the hostage if needed.
Apr, four inside.
You can load a class 2 weaponry. You're going to be class 2 authorized to pull it out if you have one.
Hey, thanks for hooking me up.
A Glock and a knife and a dream. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely send you off to Nikki. I miss Jenny and Rhodes shenanigans. Honestly, one of the best things that happened in 3.0 was when Pred was in prison and Jenny and Rhodes had to make the judgment call with the conversation with Crane, which highlighted how important, or maybe not how important, but how much ease of access to information kills RP. When there's no game of telephone, it's just so easy to jump to the answer you need. It's always a call away. But the moment you introduce there being either a delay in information, the general lack of information, it's just like it allows people to make genuine mistakes and judgment calls without a surefire answer, which can cause trauma, obviously. On at reset, or after reset?
Sorry. Hello.
You're good.
Morning.
Probably an hour after reset is what I would aim for, ideally. All right. Is Nikki live? Riot. Okay, she is. Perfect. Raid. Here we are. Chat, thank y'all so much for all love and support. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the follows, hosts, raids, bits, donations, subs, good subs, resubs. It's each and every time. I genuinely cannot have asked for a better community to be built around this channel. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for being absolutely amazing. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.